Hey, it's Divinus, and let's slow things down for a second. Let's come into ourselves. Okay, on today's video, we have to talk about our parents. This is one of those topics that you feel like, what? It's just one of those topics that's like, what do you mean I gotta decenter my parent? The one that brought me into this life and fed me and took care of me, and I looked up to them, and what do you mean I have to now decenter them? The grand old question is, at what point in our lives do we realize that our parents are just regular people and that we were randomly generated to them? No choice of ours, no choice of theirs, completely random, given in the care of people just like me and you. You can go and do some things right now and get a baby. You don't have to have any type of requirements or eligibility in order to maintain a child on this planet. So then why do we put a lot of our power and identity and inner structure based on the caregivers that were given to us when it was never our choice and it was never theirs? Again, we are just people. Now, I'm not going to disown the fact that some people get lucky. Yes, I said lucky. And get parents that just know how to be parents. Some people just naturally have it in them. And then some of us, we learn along the way, and some just never hit the mark. They were never supposed to be parents, but you're here, you survived, they got you to an adulthood, but now we have to go and reach in that head and figure out what's you and what's them and separate them. Because if you don't, you form those together and now you have taken on a complete identity of someone, a stranger, in a sense, because of the role that they played in your life, in your existence. And I understand these people pushed you out or helped assist to get you here. You feel like, I owe my life to this being. But it's just nature. Animals, birds and the bees, they just have babies. No attachment to their children at all. So reframe the look of this. And I'm not saying that your parents can't be nurturing or pour and instill good things into you and good quality traits. I'm not taking away from the fact that there are parts in our lives that our parents have shaped us, and we chose that, like, okay, we want to keep that. But then you have to also allow the other truth that not everything that was given to you was good. And sometimes if you don't recognize that truth, you'll hold on to it and you'll become them and not you. You got to remember in this, everybody is individual and unique and different. We all have different traits and qualities and stuff. Sometimes you'll realize that the hovering of your parents or their conditioning and beliefs are stained over your identity, and you can't tell which is which because you never stepped outside of it and evaluated what it is, because you can't get past the title of mom and dad. And shoot, we can go down the list of titles, but this video is about moms and dads first thing we recognize in family systems is you end up playing some type of role where you the baby of the family and always got whatever you wanted, where you're the big sibling and always had to be responsible and taking care of your younger siblings, even if you didn't want the position, simply because of where you were placed in the birth line, you were given that, or simply who your parents were. You had to play a certain role towards them in order to survive in that ecosystem. So now we're gonna zoom out a bit and go into your life today, who you are as a person at this moment. And you can start connecting the dots of, oh my gosh, I'm this way because when I was a kid, I had to be that way. And I've never broken out of it because I felt like that's what I needed to do to survive. You gotta think, don't think humans and da-da-da. You gotta think nature and animals. We are mammals. And we create certain structures within our families and stuff based off of survival, what works best, so that we can feel accepted and so that we can feel love in that system. But you have to realize that you did not create the system. You were just a part of it and you just kind of went along with it because it helped your day go better. If you were the one in the family that was always the mediator, whenever you stop being the mediator, all of a sudden everybody throwing hands. If you were the one in the family that always cooked the meals, if you stop cooking the meals, no meals will be cooked. So we won't eat. Or if we do eat, it's going to be shitty because the person that's cooking ain't doing the job right. Or if you didn't clean the entire house, the house didn't get clean. I'm talking about like little roles that we played in our family that sustained the family, even if it was dysfunctional and jacked up. It just made things go because there was always somebody else in the family that did another job. And then if you tried to do their job, they'd be looking at you like, you trying to do my job? Even though it's not real. It's all made up. You have to start asking yourself, what parts of my personality have I built based off of, I don't want any conflict. So I'm being this person because I want to just avoid conflict. I just want peace when I get home. I know if I do this, then my mom will shut up. I know if I do this, then my dad will just shut up. So I just do it. I don't really want to, but I do it to keep the peace. And then you got to bring in the other side. Some of our parents, if you didn't do it, you was going to get your ass beat. You was going to get hurt physically or emotionally, or you're going to get yelled at, or all these bad punishments was going to come your way. So of course you're going to do it. Of course. And for a lot of us, especially in about like I'm going to say system. So think of your family like a little ecosystem. Did you have like a dictator type family where your mom told everybody what to do? Did you have the one where your dad told everybody what to do? Like these systems in our family created beliefs and fears that we placed on ourselves simply to survive. It's all survival. Even on your parents, and some of the things that they did and stuff was they wanted to have a sense of control in like the household. So when you did something out of line, they didn't really have control over their own lives. So they're going to control you because this is the only aspect of their lives that they have actual control over. And then it becomes like this power dynamic, this power struggle and everything. Yeah. So this is why it feels like when you step outside of the home for the first time, when you finally get away from your parents, why most people go buck wild, especially parents, especially children that were really, really restricted. We tend to go and do the complete opposite of what our parents instilled because you felt suppressed, but you didn't know what it was. So then when you get a taste of freedom, sometimes you go too far. So it can create another thing. It's like I never had control. I always was told what to do. So now that I got the opportunity to do it, I go really to the extreme. You can see that it doesn't work over and over again, but for some reason people think, oh, if I do that to my kids, it's going to work. Like if I hit my kids, it's going to work. The shit has not worked throughout history. It has never worked, but we like to think that it works because the excuse is always, I'm fine. And most of the time these people are not fine. These people are deeply hurt, deeply scarred, deeply traumatized, and they don't know what else to do. So they basically run back the same script that their parents did on them, think that it didn't work on you. Another question that people have is like, okay, so if my parents were messed up, should I just immediately disown them? And for some of them, you might. For some of them, you might not have to. These are randomly generated human beings, a set of two. Most of the time, two didn't even fuck with each other at all. So it's like, you get what you get, and you have to evaluate the situation for yourself on what you can handle, what you believe in. If your parents have really strong beliefs and you don't really believe in that, but they keep throwing it at you, then that might be somebody that you have to distance yourself. If your parents are fear mongers and they constantly live in fear and cycles and loops of fear, and you don't want to, I don't care about politics. I don't care about shit that's going on. I don't care about it's a lot of stuff I don't care about. But yeah, but they make everything a big deal. A little thing they turn into a big deal, and then they're always like, that's not my role anymore. If you was the person, if you were your parents' therapist, you were your parents' dog, the one that had to go do everything all the time, the moment that you stop doing these things, you'll feel like you're kind of betraying that, but you also have to realize that that is not your role. Your role in life is to exist as yourself and find your own individual path, your own individual purpose, your own individual likes and dislikes. And I'm not saying that you can't be influenced by your parents on what you like and dislike, but the difference here is that you're choosing. You're not just in a religious establishment because, oh, my parents went here, my grandparents went here, so I'm just here. Because then that's not your choice. Do you actually want to be there? Is that what you want to do with your life? Do you actually believe in what they believe in? You have to start questioning yourself of, who am I as a person outside of my parents and what they taught me? What do I want to believe? So yeah. Then it gets to the point of, what would my life look like if I completely just trusted in myself, in my own choices, in my own decisions, without any influence of anything else? Like, if you really just sit with yourself, what is it that I would like to explore? What is it that I like to do? What are my actual beliefs? What am I actually afraid of, and why? Because these things will connect us and pull us closer to our sovereignty. And remember, I said on this channel, we have complete sovereignty over our beings, and we exist freely without any limitations. All our thoughts, all our emotions are ours. We choose them. That's what sovereignty is. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope to see you guys in the next one, where we dig into different topics that help us shed identities that no longer serve us and step into ourselves, into our whole beings, and just live in our truth. I hope to see you on the next video. Goodbye.